not to start the vlog with me spiraling, but I'm kind of spiraling over here. And it is almost entirely due to, well, actually that's not true. It's partially due to this melee situation, you guys. Oh my goodness, I'm gonna start just yeeting plants out of here. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of dramatic because I feel like the situation is improving in general since I started using the beneficials, but some of the plants, mostly my alocasia frydek, that's the one I'm thinking of, it just keeps getting worse, like it's not improving. So we're gonna have to take drastic measures, and I thought that what better time than now to start a new week of planty things, I guess. So it is currently Tuesday, 8:09 p.m. Starting this in the evening, and also starting this with me having a mealybug mental breakdown, so that's fun. But hello, welcome back to another planty video. I got this cute little toolkit for my mostly my small carnivorous plants like my pinguiculas and also succulents. I'm really wanting to get more into succulents this spring, like maybe add a couple more to my collection. Those are plants that I do want to maybe purchase some of this upcoming growing season, pinguicula and succulents, because it's just so easy to add them into my collection. They're very small, it's easy to find a spot for them, they're low maintenance, so those plants I'm okay with bringing in. But anyways, getting off topic here, so yeah, I got this little toolkit for those plants, and I was just using it because I have been starting some seeds for my garden, so I was using this to make holes, because I also realized, I was like, wait, this is actually handy for stuff like that as well. But it comes with a potting mat, and I thought it was gonna be some like cute little potting mat because this is like obviously a cute little mini toolkit. And I took the potting mat out and it's huge. I was like, wait, this is like the biggest potting mat that I have now. So I'm gonna use it to dump out my alocasia frydek, go digging for corms, and then I think I'm just gonna get rid, I was considering just chopping it and leaving the stump to grow back, but after finding root mealies, yes, the mealies that were, or the white stuff that was in the pot of the alocasia dragon's breath, which I discovered during my plants that can tolerate underwatering video. If you watch that, there was something very suspicious looking in, I could see because it's in a clear pot. I used my microscope and they were indeed root mealies, which is terrifying because that is the last thing that I need right now. So that plant is no longer with us, which is kind of sad because it was so beautiful and I love that plant so much, but I truly just cannot handle the risk of a root mealy outbreak on top of this regular mealybug outbreak. Like, I'm just so done with mealies. Yeah, anyways, we're gonna try to stay positive here, and I'm hoping that this vlog, I mean, I feel like this video is probably gonna be along the tone of, or of the tone of just like me trying to get my plants together, because things need to be done. Okay, we're coming up to spring, it's a busy time, and yeah, the to-do list is only growing. So I think that I'm gonna dump out this alocasia in the bathroom because I don't really want to like dump it out and there's mealybugs all over that plant, and then I'm like in around all my other plants. I don't know, I'm just gonna go do it in the bathroom. It's sad that this plant has been attacked so heavily. But yeah, this just, oh yeah, they get all inside the like, the sheaths. I'm literally gonna have to change my clothes after this because, okay, do you see, like they get all inside there. There's so many crevices in alocasia for mealybugs to get into, is what I have learned. And first of all, this is just a big plant to try to control this intense of an infestation, and yeah, I just like can't deal with it. And I was really trying not to touch it, because I wanted to see how well the lacewing larvae would do to control this, but they seem to be doing pretty much nothing on this plant, and I don't know why that is, because I feel like they genuinely have helped a lot of my other plants. In fact, a lot of my other plants are way better. Like, this is really the only problem mealy plant, like active, that I've been noticing. So maybe I shouldn't be so dramatic about having a mealy breakdown. Because it's mostly this plant, and I'm gonna deal with it right now, and it's gonna be fine, and we're gonna grow back a beautiful alocasia frydek, right, friends? Okay, so, but yeah, the reason that I'm opting to just dump this whole thing out is because I don't know what's in here. This is not a clear pot, so I can't see. There could be root mealies in here too, for all I know. And I also want to look for corms. I'm hoping there's corms in here, because if there's not, I don't know what we're gonna do in that case. Let's just hope that there is. Oh, we have one more stake to come out. Okay, here we go. Maybe I should cut it first, because these, yeah, okay. Let me get my shears. Okay. Man, this got out of control. I had too much faith in the larvae, y'all. Too much faith in the larvae. I mean, not that I have enough experience with the lacewings to really give much of an opinion, but I think that they do well when it's not a bad infestation, but it's like they just can't keep up with it when there's too many. Like, the mealies are multiplying faster than the larvae can eat them, and I treated this twice, so 2 different orders. I did the chrysopa 2 weeks apart, and I feel like I put a lot on the second time, but they seem to have had little effect, unfortunately. So if you've used them as well, let me know if they work for you for mealies or for whatever pest you're treating. I'd be curious to know. Okay. Let's get it out. I left this bowl pretty dry too, because I knew I was going to be doing this, so it makes it a bit easier. I don't think I've ever gone corm hunting in pond before. The good news is that I don't think we have root mealies. Thank gosh, because I couldn't cope with that on the shelf. Okay, now I'm getting scared that there's not going to be corms. Hello? I mean, I could just cut it way down and let it grow back out, similar to what I'm doing with my dragon scale right now. But I'm gonna dig around a little bit and see what I can find. Do alocasia not corm as often in pond or something? I don't understand. I feel like there should be lots. There's one, maybe. Okay, so there's one on actually a nice chunky one. So let's set that aside. These corms are like really attached. Okay, there's 2 more here. Oh, this one has roots. Okay. That could be good, I guess. It's like a weird offshoot corm situation. And I see another one. Whoa. These are huge corms. Wow. Okay, well, hopefully we're gonna get some nice babies. Oh my gosh, this one is rooted too. Oh my goodness. And I want to boil this pond. Oh my gosh, there's another one. They're huge. They look like little coconuts. Look at that. That literally looks like a little coconut. What the heck? These are the biggest corms I've ever harvested. There's another one. Oh. They literally look like big nuts. Okay, that's questionable. Oh, wait, I think that's like, is that a corm? Or is that just part of the stem of the main plant? I think maybe that's just part of the stem. I don't know. My alocasia collection is dwindling so much. Lost my alocasia Jacqueline at the end of last year too. It's kind of annoying. Okay, I think that I'm happy with the amount of corms that we have. I'm just gonna toss the rest of this. Bye bye alocasia Fryeduck. Thank you for looking so stunning for so long. And I'm sorry that we have to part ways like this. I will grow your babies big and strong. Mwah. So I think I'm gonna put those corms in jumbo perlite is what I'm thinking. Yeah. Because they have like, some of them have some pretty big roots on them already. So I might try out that method. So I'm gonna go get set up for that. Bedtime reminder. Okay, gotta finish this up because it's time for me to get ready for bed. Okay, so I have my corms all situated. There's 2 in each of these cups. I'm just gonna keep them covered with this press and seal saran wrap just to keep humidity up until they get going. And then I popped 1, 2, 3 of them into my perlite little mini prop box. I cleared this out in one of the last videos I posted, so not cleared it out, but took some things out and made some space in here, so I was able to put those in just so I have multiple chances. This is actually, you know, normally when I pot corms, I'm like, well, I only need really like 1 or 2 to sprout and that's fine. But I would be happy to have as many of these sprout as possible, just because then I can get, you know, more to pick from in terms of variegation. Hopefully the variegation will be decent on all of them, but you never know. So it would be nice to have options. Anyways, that is it for tonight. I'm gonna get ready for bed and I will see y'all the next time I'm doing plant things, which is probably gonna be tomorrow. Okay, hello. It has been a few days. Actually, it has been close to a week since the last clip. But instead of scrapping this video, which is what I've done in the past when I start a video and then don't end up filming again within like the next couple of days, instead of scrapping it, we're going to push on, because really it doesn't matter. Like, the time's only passed in my time. For you guys, no time has passed at all. So we're just gonna carry on, and I'm probably still gonna call this like a week of whatever, even though this may be filmed over 2 weeks. We shall see. I'm really struggling with overwhelm right now. Like, I have so many projects that I want to start, and not even projects, even just smaller things like plant chores, individual plant chores. I have so much that I want to do that it's making me just do nothing. Like, I just don't start anything. I don't do anything because I have too many things swirling around in my brain. So that's been one of the main reasons that I haven't filmed over the past few days. So to combat that today, I'm just gonna jump into things that I know need to be done, we're just gonna pluck a couple of these things swirling around in my head. So the main thing that I know I need to do is some pole chops. My Marble Queen pothos here has been chopped for probably over a week now, and my Philodendron Glorious has been chopped for probably over 2 weeks, maybe even 3 weeks. I cut the vine, and so the top part is just surviving with the roots in the moss pole, which is really cool. But yeah, so they are ready to be taken apart, and I need to put that top section in its own pot. So I think we're gonna do that. And I'm also just gonna talk about, I don't know, we're just gonna chat. We're just gonna have some planty chats. I always have so many thoughts going on in my, oh yeah, oh my goodness. I got the coolest, nicest, most beautiful gift ever the other day. Let me go grab it and show you. I am shook to my core. I don't even want to like handle this. I would be so devastated if something happened to this piece of pottery. I'm sure that some of y'all are gonna know exactly what this is. Why am I filming in like the worst lighting? Okay. My tripod that I normally use, I'm using to film a time lapse right now for the first time ever. I've never filmed a plant time lapse before, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, that has my phone mount thingy and my other tripod. I really should have used this tripod for that, but I didn't think it through. Anyways, this is an example of me getting overwhelmed by, like, if I have to do multiple things at once, it is so hard for me to just pick which task to do. I don't know. Anyways, oh yeah, we're getting off track again. So this stunning piece of pottery is a Pinguicula pot from Understory Labyrinth, and this was actually kindly gifted to me by a viewer slash patron. She mailed this to me, and oh my goodness, you guys, I have wanted something from Understory Labyrinth, the maker of this, for so long, but it's so expensive to ship to Canada, so I didn't end up getting one. And yeah, she reached out and bought this for me, which I literally, it's such a generous gift, and this is absolutely perfect. I did not know what it was gonna look like. She picked this one out for me, and it is so perfect. And I am currently like not redesigning, that sounds dramatic, but I'm refreshing redoing the Vitcho shelf, and I have a kind of like theme that I'm wanting to go for. There's going to be a whole separate video on that, by the way. This is one of these things that is like one of these projects that I am feeling paralyzed by, but this is just going to suit that so perfectly. I cannot wait to pot a ping in here and to display this. It's just beautiful. The butterfly, the colors, like this is insane. Even my boyfriend was like, oh my god, like that is so nice. I was like, I know. So yeah, that is just, I'm so happy and excited to have this. It's just, wow. This is the vibe. Like, I want all of my plants. I mean, obviously I'm not gonna be able to buy beautiful handcrafted pottery for every single plant in my collection, but this is what I mean. Like, this is what makes me excited, being able to style and display plants in beautiful ways. That is the vibe right now. So yeah, I'm obsessed with this. And she also in the package put vegan Reese's, like vegan Reese cups. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited because they don't sell those here. So yeah, that's been a really fun treat as well. But yeah, I had to show you all that because I was just so excited to get that. So yeah, I'm gonna be taking apart some moss poles. The Marble Queen, the Glorious. Well, yeah, let's start with that. I'm kind of, I don't know, I'm kind of over my big moss poles. Am I? I don't know if I would say that because I love how big my Glorious is, but I feel like I'm really appreciating my plants on poles that are just between 1 and 3 poles high, because they're just so much easier to manage. They're so much easier to find a spot for in my home. And yeah, I've just been loving those ones lately. So I think this year I might be kind of intentionally having smaller moss pole plants. I've just been in a mind frame where I'm really loving my medium-sized plants because they're just easy to handle. They look nice, easier to display. So yeah, I feel like I'm kind of over the like bigger is better mentality when it comes to plants. So yeah, I'm kind of loving that. But anyways, I'm gonna go get some pots and everything that we need to take apart these poles, and then we're gonna do that. That is gonna be at least one task that I'm doing today. I don't know if I'm gonna do anything else planty after that, but I mean, if I do, I will bring you with me, but if I don't, that's fine because I'm trying not to overwhelm myself. This happened to me last year too at this time of year, because when I'm trying to figure out and prepare for the outdoor garden, and then also I'm trying to like take on these projects and tasks for the indoor plants, it just it gives me a stressy feeling. But we're gonna be fine, we're gonna make it through. Okay, hopefully this isn't too weird of a spot to film. I just thought it might be easy to stand at my counter to do this, but I have the Marble Queen here, and if y'all remember, I put some Gisenia pothos cuttings against the pole with saran wrap around it, hoping that they would root in, and they're not looking great. So I don't know, I haven't taken the saran wrap off in a while to check, so we're gonna check right now and see if anything is going on under there. I hope that there's some little roots, but if not, it would be fine because I am rooting Gisenia just through water propagation as well. I just thought that this would be like a hack, but maybe it's not. Let's see. Oh no, I do not think it's rooted in. Darn, I was so hopeful. No, it's literally doing nothing. So that's how that went. See, things don't always work, but hey, it was fun to try, and I'll probably just stick these in water now. They might be too far gone because they're pretty wilty, but you never know. So I think I will just cut it here. This one honestly probably won't make it, but this one might. Okay, so... Oh. This floppy leaf is... This leaf is super floppy, and that is from the cut part at the top. So I'll show you where I cut the vine. Oh, if you can see, it's cut right there. So what I have to do now is just separate it, I guess. I'm just gonna see if I can pull it up without having to mess around too much. I don't know why that one is so wilty when the rest isn't wilty. Maybe just because it's the bottom leaf. Oh, this is the top cut from, so this isn't even, okay, this is not gonna make it. Whoopsies. Maybe I didn't cut this in a smart spot. Uh-oh. Well, it looks like I'm only getting one vine then, because that was the very top of the second vine. Okay. I mean, at least the top cutting is looking good. As you can see, it is thoroughly rooted into the moss pole, so I've, of course, just been making sure that the pole has been staying moist throughout the process of cutting the vine and everything. How cutie! So I'm gonna pot this up. I'm actually thinking about doing pon. So that would mean I'd pull some moss out of this bottom part and then stick it in. Also, I just realized that this top part is not on a Rousseau pole. This is, I think this pole is from Houseplant Essentials. This was when I was out of my Rousseau pole, so yeah, it is. This is when I was out of my Rousseau pole, so I used this one. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try that, just removing the moss from the bottom and then putting this in pon. Just because I'm wanting to experiment with growing more things in pon. But yeah, so that's what we're working with. Okay, I'm on the kitchen floor. I just extended the moss pole. I figured I would just do that off camera because I've extended moss poles a million times and it's kind of boring to keep doing over and over again. So I spared you from that. But this is the setup now. It's a little wonky because this lower pole isn't a Rousseau pole and the Rousseau pole is bigger. So I kind of jammed the Rousseau pole in there. So it's making it, it's like scrunching it a little bit too much. But once this grows, I mean, I'll probably do one more. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. But I will probably do one more extension and then chop it again. And then we'll just be on the Rousseau poles. But honestly, it works. It's fine. And look at how cute she is. I honestly don't know how I feel about the only one vine. I'm curious to see if the leaves size up significantly with just one vine being potted in here, because I almost always have 2 or 3 vines per pot, but I'm kind of wanting to experiment with just doing one, just to see if the leaves are going to mature faster for me. So yeah, we'll see how that goes, but I'm really excited to have done that chop. I mean, this is gonna be interesting to see how it adapts, because I mean, I guess the chop was done prior, which I'm glad I did, but I've messed around with it and I've popped it into pon, a different substrate. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but this is such a hardy plant. The Marble Queen is like the perfect plant to experiment with. So yeah, I'm gonna go put her back in her spot and set her back up with her grow light and everything, and I will show y'all the final look. Okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna tackle this one. This is my like 8-foot Philodendron Glorious. The top is way up there, and I've chopped it right here. So I have to separate. There's 2 poles I think that I'm gonna be working with now. Oh my gosh. I have my garden seeds that I've started on the floor beside the patio door here. So it's crowded, ouch. Okay, let's see if this will just come off like the other one did. Oh boy. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Whew, these roots are serious. No, I think I might have to go in and cut some of the roots. Whew, okay. Okay. This feels wrong to do, but I think it just needs to be done. Yikes. I'm so sorry. I feel like I need to like use my legs too. Oh my gosh. There's so many roots. I feel like I pulled a muscle. Okay. I can't with this. Okay. Okay, I got it. Wow. Wowie. So here are the top 2 poles. We have only 4 leaves. So we're down to 1 vine on this one now as well, which I'm kind of excited about, again, just to see how it goes. In the future, I might switch back and do 2 vines or maybe even 3 per pole, especially if I'm now considering having smaller plants. I could make them a little bit more bushy. But yeah, I'm just curious to see how this is gonna go. I think I'm gonna put S-hooks on this to bring the petioles in as well, because it just has quite a large footprint. Takes up quite a bit of space with its wingspan. So I guess I can do that at the end. I'm gonna be just putting this into potting mix, mostly because I don't feel like rinsing more pon, and I don't know if I have a self-watering pot that would be big enough to accommodate this one. Maybe. Should I do pon? I don't know. Maybe I should. Or like chunky perlite. Could I grow in perlite long term? I don't see why not, as long as I'm fertilizing. Okay, I'm gonna have to ponder that. I'm gonna get set up with all my supplies and then we'll pot this up and extend the pole. Okay, I think I'm just gonna stick this in here. I don't even think I'm gonna bother removing the moss that's in the bottom of this, because in the past I've just done these chop and extend repots without bothering messing with the moss, just, you know, leaving it right in there, and it was fine. So I'm just gonna carry on with that, because why would I bother doing that if it is not bothering the plant? Oh, I guess I need to put this in. Duh. And I did look for a pond, a self-watering pot, because I was like, well, maybe I should do pond, but I have one, let me figure this out. I have one large self-watering pot available, but for some reason it was missing a piece. So I need to track that down. So we're sticking with soil for now, which I guess it's just meant to be a soil repot. You need to go out, girl. Just a sec. Okay, so that is all potted. I'm gonna take the dogs outside, and then I'm gonna pop a new moss pole on here, and I'll show y'all the final result. Okay, I feel like I'm fairly happy with how those plants are looking there, but you guys, I'm not gonna lie to you. I have really been missing having the Mills bow cabinet there, and I'm kind of tempted to move it back out. And this is part of why I feel like I've been in this like freeze mode, because I keep second guessing things. So I'm like, why am I gonna go and do a project if, you know, I'm not even sure if I'm happy with things that I've changed in the past. But I mean, you never know until you try, and I can change things back, usually. In this case, I could definitely move the cabinet back out, and it might actually be fun to have the Rousseau light above the cabinet, because I could have some cute plants on top of it. Like, I would love to basically have it like how I had it before with the Adansonii on the top of the cabinet. We're going into the evening now, and I am half considering emptying the cabinet and then moving it back out here. That's so annoying though. That's so annoying of me. It's just whenever I see old, because I always have to go through old photos and old footage for the videos that I make when I insert footage of, you know, plants in the past and stuff like that. And I always see, whenever I see clips where the cabinet was there, I'm like, that looked so good, like next to the Vit show shelf and everything. And I had my string of hearts going down one side, and it just looks so pretty. But the thing is, I like it in the bedroom. I don't dislike it there, but I do think that the plants did better with the cabinet out here, because it's warmer and they got more light, because there's natural light out here, whereas in the bedroom they don't get any natural light. So I don't know. What's a girl to do? By the way, I love the Glorious chop. I'm actually so happy with that. I honestly think that it looks 10 times better, which is crazy, because I would have expected to not like, you know, chopping it down to a quarter the size, but I think that it looks so good. So I love that, and that could stay beside the cabinet. But then, yeah, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I have a big mess out here now, right now. And also this begonia, where's that gonna go? Yeah, I honestly don't know what it is, but something about this wall I just don't like as much without the cabinet there. I'm gonna have a cup of tea, clean up, think about it, and possibly move the cabinet back out. Oh my gosh. I'm also I also kind of want to switch my Wally Grow planters back. Like, I miss my trailing plants in there. But we're not gonna even talk about that. Okay. It's 9:15 and I'm questioning my decisions. Why is it that when I'm feeling overwhelmed, I decide to literally rearrange all my plant stuff? I've got plants everywhere. These are the cabinet plants. There's poles that I don't know what I'm doing with. It is just chaotic in here. Let me spin you around. The worst part of all of this is I'm gonna be switching it tomorrow morning because I really like this. Like, that's cute, but the cabinet just does not work here. It's too just like, I don't know, it's too boxy for that area. I don't think that it looks good. So tomorrow I'm gonna move the cabinet to this spot and then move that back there. I just feel like for now the cabinet is gonna work best back in this spot because this wall is just so messed up and I can't paint yet because I haven't picked out a paint color, and also like I don't know when I'm gonna be able to paint the entire main part of the house. So because this is why I get overwhelmed by these projects, because I'm like, oh, I can't do this yet because I need to do this, but I can't do that yet because I need to do this. It's that type of situation. For now, I guess I'm just gonna put the cabinet back there to hide that wall. Will I ever paint this house? I don't know. Subscribe to find out. But no, this is an annoying situation. So yeah, I'm gonna have to finish this up tomorrow morning, but it is chaotic in here and I hate it, but I'm tired. Because I get up early, so I'm gonna go to bed, but it's a shame because I do really like this here. I think that that's cute, but yeah, it's just, no, I think the cabinet's gonna have to go back there, so that'll be something that is done in the morning. Hi, hello. It is a new day, and for some reason I feel very motivated today, which is a good thing because I haven't felt very motivated the past couple of days, although I have still been getting things done. I have been cleaning up the garden beds outside and getting them ready for the growing season. I have been doing some just like yard work in the front. We installed curtains, outdoor curtains around the deck, or trying to make that like a nice cozy space. So I've been doing things outside, but I guess I just haven't been very attentive to my plants inside over the past few days. But today I'm excited to just spend some time caring for my plants and just doing some kind of like maintenance and cleaning stuff that needs to be done. I did recently upload a video on my Patreon that was kind of like a spring reset where I went through a bunch of my plant supplies and also prepped some of my potting amendments and stuff like that. And one of the things that I did was soak leca so that it's ready to go, because I'm really wanting to try out some leca repots, just to give leca another go. Mostly inspired by my friend Brandon from Philo Brandon. He has a whole leca guide, I can link it below. And one of the tips was to soak it. It's supposed to be soaked for like 24 to 48 hours ahead of time. And he said that he just keeps his like a batch constantly just like being soaked and ready to go for whenever he needs to use it. And I was like, that's a great idea, because if I don't have something ready, that is going to deter me from doing whatever task I want to do. You know, if I need to do a repot, if I don't have the stuff ready, if there's like an extra step involved, I am not going to want to do it. So I like to just have things prepared and ready. So long story short, I'm going to be experimenting with a leca repot today. I think I need to double check how the roots are looking. It's for my alocasia longiloba, which actually doesn't even have any leaves yet, but it's in water propagation and it has roots, and it also looks like it has a growth point that's activating. So, and the water is just like getting really gross, and it's just, I want to get it into a better setup. So I think I'm going to go for a leca setup just to try it out. So yeah, I really want to do that this morning. And I also really need to wipe down my Visto shelf, like take everything off and just give it a good clean. So those are going to be the main things that I'm focusing on this morning. And I don't know which one I want to start with. I mean, obviously the repot sounds like more fun, but I kind of just want to clean the Visto shelf just to make sure that that gets done, because I am doing some work with the Visto shelf tomorrow, some little upgrades, things that I'm changing. I'm going to be doing a whole video on that, like the Visto shelf makeover. So that will be coming, but yeah, this is like, I'm in the prep phase right now. So I might start with that. Maybe I'll have some little updates and things to show you that are going on with the plants over there as well. So let's head over. Okay, so this shelf is honestly a hot mess. It's just dusty and dirty. This is the, oh my gosh, there is a whole ecosystem in here, you guys. There is a whole ecosystem. This looks so unwell. Don't judge me, okay? This looks so unwell. But we have roots, right? Yeah, we have roots. Oh my gosh. There's healthy roots, you guys. Look at those white juicy roots. Yeah, so this is the alocasia that I'm wanting to move into leca today. You can see why. This is not the vibe. We need to get that sorted out. Goodbye, leaf. To be honest with you, as off-putting as this looks, I'm actually kind of surprised that this even rooted for me. I half expected this to just croak because it was really going downhill and I didn't know if I was going to be able to revive it. But yeah, there's actually some really exciting things happening on this shelf. I know that I've shown you recently my silver band Maranta, but it just keeps getting better and better, and I'm so happy that it's growing back. Like so happy. Look at all the new leaves coming out. Like it's just looking stunning. So that's been making me really happy. We've also got massive new leaves on my Hoya hypalasia. These two leaves here, like look at that. It's big. That's so Gorgina. And there's more to come. I'm honestly, oh, this one's new too, right here. And I'm honestly already gonna have to move this to a bigger trellis because it is vining way off already. We have a new leaf. I don't even want to look. We have a new leaf on my Alocasia Dragon Scale variegated, and I haven't even looked at it yet because it's facing the other way. And I saw that it was coming in and unfurling, but I haven't actually looked at it yet. So we're gonna do a reveal. Well, you guys can see it first. It's this one right here. Now let's take a look. Oh my goodness, how cutie. Oh, it's more green than the other. Well, maybe more green than the last one, but look how narrow it is. That looks so narrow. Oh my gosh, I mean, it looks really healthy. It looks like this plant is getting maybe a little bit too much light. So I should consider moving it to a different spot. Yeah, that's really pretty. None of these leaves disappoint. Like, they don't disappoint. Since it's fresh, it's a lighter green, and then it's gonna harden off, and the green is going to become darker, like these ones. But you can see what I mean. This one is bleached. That's happening, so it probably needs to be moved a little bit away from the lights. So that's something for me to consider. I'm gonna be rearranging this shelf when I, you know, do all the things I'm gonna be doing to it. So I will probably find a new spot for this. Let's also check at my alocasia Frideck. Oh, they look good. You guys. This is crazy. I've been filming this video for like, this is supposed to be 1 week, but it's been like 2 weeks now. But that's kind of nice because we can actually get an update in the same video of the corms. And look at them. First of all, they just look really healthy. They're like sprouting out. But I can actually see roots that are growing into the perlite. I don't know if you will be able to see. This one you can, I don't know if you will be able to see, but it's rooted down into the perlite. And I'm really, really glad to see that. So those ones are looking wonderful. Thank goodness. Alocasia Frideck is one of my favorite alocasia, and somebody actually commented on the video that I made where it was, where I was choosing 3 plants from each genus, which I know it wasn't, a lot of them had more than 3 options, but okay, people are getting mad at me in the comments, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but it's just for fun. We don't need to be so serious. But anyway, someone commented and they were like, oh, I'm so surprised you didn't choose Alocasia Frideck. And I was like, wait, so am I. I don't know why Alocasia Frideck. I can't remember if this was already cut up. I don't think it was, so I don't know why I didn't think of it. But Alocasia Frideck would have to be like an alocasia that I would always have in my collection. It's just perfect. So I think I would switch my picks to green dragon scale instead of variegated. Green dragon scale, variegated Frideck, and then Alocasia Jacqueline? What was the other one that I picked? What was the other one that I picked? I said variegated dragon scale. Oh, Watsoniana. Oh, shoot. No, I don't know. That's too hard. That's too hard. I would have to go with 4. Okay, so this is the other one. This one's not getting as much light. Oh my gosh, they still look like little coconuts. Is this rooting out though? I think there might be roots coming out, but it's kind of hard to tell. They still look like little coconuts in there. So not as much progress as the other ones, but that's okay. I could probably peel them. I don't know. We'll see how they do on their own. And then the one that I put in the prop box is actually sprouting already. I'm gonna have to move this out because it is pretty much hitting the lid already. So that one can honestly probably be potted up. Should I put that into leca too? It has so many roots, it could totally be potted up. I just kind of put it in there to buy myself some time because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with it. I feel like maybe we'll do 2 repots then. Okay, anyways, I'm just gonna get going with my cleaning here. And I'll probably just do like a time lapse situation. So I will see y'all later. Hopefully when I'm done this. Hopefully it doesn't take me too long. Oh yeah, we moved our little table in this, beside this shelf. So if you can see, oh maybe you can't even see, the Acrobar cabinet is on the floor there. And that's why, because we moved that table and that space is now kind of in this, it's just in limbo. We need to put something else there, but we don't have anything else to put there yet. We're gonna be trying to figure out what to do with that space, but yeah, that's why it's on the floor. Oh my gosh, I'm just realizing I did not even update after I moved everything around the other night. My brain is like, I don't even remember what else I put in this video, but I just remembered because you can see the edge of the Millsbow cabinet, and I was like, oh, have they seen that yet? And then I realized I did not provide an update on that. Oh my gosh. Okay, well, I'll give you a quick little overview and then we will get into cleaning the shelf. Okay, so this is the current situation. It is, everything just feels kind of in progress right now, but I basically just ended up moving everything to how it was when I first moved in here, which is kind of funny, but whatever. You live and you learn. So the Millsbow cabinet is back there, and I'm so happy with how it looks, especially with the light above. I just feel like this is so cute, so functional. Yeah, I'm loving it. And then we have the philodendron glorious beside, and how good does he look? Like, I'm obsessed with this plant after the trim, and with the S hooks keeping the petioles nice and tight. Like, it just looks so tidy, and I wasn't expecting to be so obsessed with this. You know, I thought I wouldn't like it as much if it was smaller, but no, I love this. It looks so good. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. I also have some props of him up there, and I put my Adansonii up there because I really want that to bush out and like fill in the top of the cabinet. So yeah, I just realized that light's not on. I need to turn it on. This power bar, I need to reset it or something because it's not working. Like, it's not, I can't go into the app and like control it. I don't know, it's annoying. Oh, also, these are the curtains that I put out on the deck. They're so cute. I love it so much. It makes it so much cozier. I'm just tying them off right now to like keep them together when I'm not using them, because obviously they'd be like blowing everywhere if it was windy. But they're obviously a lot longer when they're untied. They come down to like the bottom of the railing, and when they're closed, it makes it feel just so private and so nice. So yeah, I'm obsessed with that. I really want this space to feel just like an extension of the home. Because, you know, we have a very small house, and it's just nice to have more little areas and to be able to utilize all of the space. So I really want to just give it that cozy feeling and for it to be functional and for us to want to go out there. So yeah, really been loving that. I mean, we just did it like yesterday, but I've been obsessed with it over the past 24 hours. And then yeah, I just ended up keeping this wooden shelf here. I rearranged and kind of cleaned up the bottom of it. And you guys, this is actually kind of bittersweet. I ended up knocking over my philodendron red Anderson when I was doing the rearranging that day, whenever that was. That was like a week ago now. I ended up knocking this plant over and breaking a bunch of leaves off the top. So I decided that I was just going to take some cuttings and restart it. And honestly, it is what it is. It's fine. Yeah, so it is small now. Is there just 2 cuttings? Maybe there's just 2 cuttings, but yeah, we're kind of starting fresh with that one, and that's okay.
Saw you paint a picture of your face that wasn't even close to mine. I know I shouldn't be in love, but it's so hard to move on. You have
Okay. Yeah, my house and my life feel kind of chaotic right now because there's just a lot of different things that I'm working on. Chaotic in a good way, but yeah, it is also stressful because we've been rearranging. I'm, trying to start these planty projects and things just feel out of sorts. Like, yeah, the house is just a little chaotic right now, but that is okay. Got my ladle. This is my leca bin. It's soaking in there in just plain water, so I'm probably gonna add some Super Thrive to these once I get them potted up. I'm just gonna fill this up with leca. I feel like leca repots, like potting things in leca, is so easy and mess free, which is really nice. Oh yeah, this is slotted, so it's just gonna come right out. Okay, that works. I also really love that leca can just be boiled and reused. That is definitely a selling point for me. So the reason, I mentioned that my friend Brandon has really good success with leca, but in general, I'm just kind of gravitating to semi-hydro more because it's less maintenance, it's less work, it's easier to care for because it's not drying out as often as plants in soil. So obviously that is very enticing to me. Now, if you've been here for a while, then you know that I've had a bit of a tumultuous journey with leca. I've had some good experiences, but I've also had some bad experiences and some struggles. But I'm trying to make changes in how I use it. Like, for example, I had never soaked it ahead of time before, and it still worked in a lot of cases, but it's best practice to soak it, so that's what I'm doing now. So I'm hoping that making some changes is going to set me up for more success. Okay, I need to lower you down here. I need to mix up another batch of Pon eventually, but I'm waiting until we have our hoses hooked up again because it's just annoying to rinse it. I think I'm gonna do this guy in this pot. Is that a mealy? Is there literally still mealies on this? Get out of town. It is. Under one of these crusty, just gonna peel off some of these crusties because there's literally just like a mealy hiding under there. Okay. Oh, I should have left more room. There we go. I guess I'll fill it up over here. This feels like such a bizarre repot, but I kind of dig it. Super simple. Okay. That looks good to me. That looks good. Stick this back in. Then I'm gonna have to fill that up with Super Thrive water. I'm so curious as to how this is gonna go. I will keep you all updated. Okay, I don't want this to be crooked, please. There we go. Okay, so there he is in there. Pretty cute, actually. And then this one, I will go ahead and fill up for the variegated dragon scale. Oh. Oh no. One of the roots died. This one is still healthy, but one of them croaked. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's okay. I'm just gonna remove it. Okay, that is not ideal, but we still have one really healthy root, so I guess I'm still gonna go ahead and pot it. I'm just gonna kind of hold it up while I fill it a bit more. I want the root to be covered, but I don't want the corm to be super buried, like half buried maybe. Man, I feel like I am really going in head first here. I'm really putting the leca to the test. I could have done an established plant with some nice juicy roots, but instead we are experimenting with corms, so we'll see how it goes. I am going to fill these both up with Super Thrive water. Honestly, I have a good feeling about them. I have a good feeling. And that was so fuss-free. I love it. So I hope that this goes well. I'm actually just going to add it directly, and then I'll just pour the water. Maybe I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm just gonna pour the water in those spots to disperse. And then I'm just gonna do a reservoir. So the bottom of the pot comes around up to there, and then I have the water up to here. So it's submerged by about 1/3, which is usually what I like for my well, I guess this isn't a closed system, but you know what I mean, when you're just like filling up a reservoir. Okay, I'm just gonna pop these on here behind me for now. But like I said, I'm gonna be rearranging the plants that are gonna be on here, so those likely won't stay there, but just so that they can get some light. And yeah, I'm gonna finish editing this video so that I can get it up. I'm sorry that there has been a delay or like less videos than usual lately. I have not been on my game, my filming and editing game, but for March, I am hoping to just get back on track. So thank you so much for being here. And yeah, I'm really excited to share some of the projects that I'm working on. Stay tuned for the shelf updates. That's going to be happening this week. So you'll see the video within probably the next couple of weeks. And yeah, other fun updates to come. But yeah, other than that, thank you so much. I look forward to chatting with you in the comments, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
I couldn't even if I tried.